Hey guys, what's up? So today's video is gonna be like a little bit different than the usual video. So, I have this like weird little obsession with, you know when you go to an amusement park, and they have like the robots and stuff like that? I have a weird obsession with the animatronics. I can see myself in the reflection of my glasses, which is really cool. It's me. Okay, well, I like really like that stuff. Like, I don't know anything about it, but like, I like it. It's cool. So anyway, today we will we will be counting down the top 10 animatronics that I like. Anyway, this is not gonna be based on like any technical stuff. Just based on only me and how cool they are. I'm editing that clip right now, and why did I say the word like so many times? What? Who? Are you stupid? Okay, so the first one coming in at number 10 is a relatively new one. It's called the Shaman of Song. I just realized you can like see my stupid little computer. And basically it's this like, okay, so it is the most complicated and the most advanced robot that Disney's ever made. So it's really creepy. Here's what it looks like. And it's from the Navi River ride from Avatar. I rode it, and the ride was actually really, really boring until that. And then you get to it, and I'll do like a demonstration. So all it really does is like, which, I don't know. It's still kind of cool. So coming in at number 9 are the Shenandoah cavern bears. And I don't know if they're like classified as like animatronics or whatever, but they're really weird. So if you look it up, you won't find about them anywhere on the internet. Like, you can't search and be like, because I searched up Shenandoah river bears and I could not find that. And the only reason I knew about it was because about a year ago, it's in the vlog I made about it, we went to the Shenandoah caverns for a trip, and in the gift shop they have these huge bears. And like, you can't Google them, but I did find some other YouTube videos like mashed with like my footage to like give you an idea what they look like.
And enjoy your day here at Shenandoah Cavern.
I'm really scared.
We like it here at Shenandoah.
There also is, you can find plenty of YouTube videos on, if you walk upstairs past the bears, there's this creepy little gift shop, and it's like gross, and it's like whatever.
This sounds like where people get killed. Yeah. This is a whole murder scene. This is what y'all boys look like.
The bears are the coolest part because they're huge. You don't understand how huge they are until you walk in, you see them, and you're like, that's a big bear. Okay, so for number 8, we have an animatronic named the King. So basically the King, okay, so it was a Chuck E. Cheese thing, and it was like an Elvis animal or something like that. I don't know. He looks really cool though. So he lasted from 1892 until 1895 is when they had him like running. And then they're like, never mind, like, I don't want him anymore. And then in 2015, this guy starts this YouTube channel. His name is Jared Sanchez, where he goes around and he finds old, like, the King animatronics, and he dresses them up, and he makes them sing, like, whatever song he wants. And it's, like, actually kind of cool.
We have in here, it's the King! We have King Puff, right over here, the original King, King John.
Okay, our next one is gonna be an animatronic named Singing Sam the Gorilla Man. This is one of my absolute favorites. He's an animatronic located in Wall Drug, South Dakota, which is basically like a cowboy-themed shopping mall. They had this one like gorilla that would sit and play the piano. I'll put like a video of it, and oh my god, I like him. He's cool.
All around the cobble done, the monkey takes the wheel, the monkey catches all done,
but unfortunately in the early 2000s he had to be renovated to something less cool, which I'll also put a video of.
We don't eat nothing but a bear cat stew.
Okay, so this is another Disney World animatronic. In 1971, they opened an attraction called the Country Bear Jamboree, and you know, it's creepy. Like, what else can I say about it? It's a bunch of like animatronic bears, and it's weird. I don't like it, but I also love it because of how like, oh, I don't know. Anyway, so it's hard to pick one favorite for this whole, I just moved my whole stand, for this whole Jamboree ride. So I decided to choose Big Owl. I'll put a video of him. There's not a lot of information about him. Like, based on, like, about the animatronic, all I know is that it was modeled after the Country Bear Jamboree's writer, Big Albertino.
And breathe big
Coming in at number 5. Now this might come as a little surprise to you. I don't like the new Chuck E. Cheese animatronic, especially because they're dead. They're taken out. But I really like the old one. I think they're cool, and you can find a lot of history behind this, and don't worry. This is about to be a whole documentary. Okay, this is really hard for me to memorize, so I'm kind of reading it, so like it's gonna look a little funny, but it's a lot of information. Okay, so in 1972, Nolan Buswell and Ted Downey founded Atari, and you may be thinking, how does Atari relate to Chuck E. Cheese? Just wait. In 1973, Aaron Fetcher creates the company Creative Engineering in an attempt to manufacture a fuel-efficient car. In 1975, he is commissioned to build an animatronic robot and decides not to build a fuel-efficient car. In 1976, Atari is sold to Warner Communication. One of the concept ideas is a pizza restaurant that doubles as an arcade. In 1977, the first Chuck E. Cheese pizza place is built with Atari games and live entertainment in San Jose, California. The animatronics were singing portraits. So basically it was like a robot, and they had like a little box around them. I'll put a video of it right here. And like it was cool, I guess, but like could have been better. Anyway. Chuck E. Cheese was originally named Joyzy Rat, and like at first I saw them and was like, what? And then I'm like, he's from New Jersey. Joyzy Rat. Somebody come put a bullet in my head right now. Please don't do that, actually. Just come kiss me. Sorry. Anyway. I lost my place. In 1978, Fetcher creates a singing group of animatronics called the Wolfpack 5, which creates a name for Creative Electronics. Bushnell buys Chuck E. Cheese from Warnow, and Brock meets Bushnell and becomes involved with the franchise. So Brock was this big millionaire that was kind of invested in them, and they had like a deal. Anyway. Brock then sees Fetcher work on the Wolfpack 5 and decided to leave Bushnell and start a rival pizza place with Fetcher called Showbiz Pizza. In 1980, Showbiz Pizza opens, and then Brock sues Bushnell over misrepresentation. Brock made the case that Bushnell had already met with Fetcher and denied his company a spot, which he did. The spot went to Mike, hold on, I'm pretty sure his name was Mike Hatcher or something, I couldn't find it. So anyway, Fetcher creates the Rockafire Explosion for Showbiz Pizza. In 1982, Bushnell wins in court, and Showbiz Pizza has to pay $50 million to Chuck E. Cheese. In 1983, the video game industry collapsed, causing Chuck E. Cheese to lose $15 million. In 1984, Chuck E. Cheese files for bankruptcy. Showbiz Pizza time locations start to close, and the relationship between Fetcher and Brock sour. The Chuck E. Cheese that you think of in the purple shirt, he didn't come along until 1998. Crazy, right? And his name is Chuck E. But before, my boy Joyzy Rat wears a suit and smokes a cigar, as he should. In 2003, Fetcher gets married to a super hot babe who also loves animatronics that he met in a chat room for Rockafire Explosion. So basically, he deserves the world. And, you know, good thing he has a hot wife now. Cool guy. Alright, our fourth animatronic is an animatronic named Harold. Beep, 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 beep. Click better. Anyway, shut up. Okay, that was cool. I'll stop it there. Okay, our fourth animatronic is an animatronic named Harold. So the Matterhorn ride in Disneyland, it was a roller coaster and it was built in 1959. That's a long time ago. So basically it was kind of just like a bunch of rocks, and then it was really boring. So in 1977 they completely refurbished it and they made it look like an icy mountain, and they put in Harold, which was a really cool animatronic. And I can't find it. See, the thing that sucks is I cannot find information on these things. But he was cool, handsome. Here's a video. See you later. And then in 2015 they replaced him with this guy. Not nearly as cool as Harold. Bring back Harold, or sell him to me. Anyway. Okay, so third on the list is the Wicked Witch of the West animatronic from the movie ride. So the movie ride was in Hollywood Studios in Disney World, and it opened in 1989. I've actually been on it. It's fun. It's cool. So at the end of the ride, they bring you to, well, they had a different scene, but for copyright reasons, the only thing they were allowed to use was the Munchkins song. So at the end of the ride, they bring you to this little scene with the Munchkins, and then the witch pops out. She's scary, and she's like, "Who killed my sister?" And it's cool. And in 2008, they took her from an A100 system to a Starco system, which was really advanced for 2008. So I don't know, when I watch the videos, I don't notice too much of a difference, but I do notice a slight difference. And I mean, like, it's still really cool. So that's cool. But it doesn't matter because the ride closed in 2017. And I don't know where they put her, but I want her. Okay, very exciting. We're down to number 2. And for number 2, I have Gilligan's Pier Man and Dog Show. So if you're from the Northeast, chances are you've gone to Ocean City, New Jersey. It's really cool, and you go up on the boardwalk, and they have this thing that's like Wonderland Pier, like Gilligan's Pier. And it's cool. It's got a lot of fun rides. It's fun. Well, anyway, if you go upstairs into this little, like, it's like the attic of Wonderland. You can take this like monorail around it. It's cute. But if you go in the one corner of it, there's these really big 4 animatronics, and I think they're all dogs, but I don't really remember. And if you put a quarter in, they sing you a little song, and it's really cool. So I did a little research on it because I never really thought about it until now. So apparently they originated at Captain Goodtime's restaurant from 1989 to 1994. So Captain Goodtime's restaurant was just a restaurant in Turnersville, New Jersey. So Captain Goodtime's closed in 1994, and they appeared in the attic of Gilligan's Pier, but not functional, which is really scary. Because so when they first took them from Captain Goodtime's, they did not have legs. So they just really took them and just put them in the attic. So in the early 2000s, they were able to put some legs on them, like some extra parts, and get them to start working again. And then around 2007, they had this company called Actor 317 refurbished them, and it's creepy. I'm not gonna lie. They're some of the creepiest ones I've ever seen. It's from the same corporation that makes the animatronic ones for Chuck E. Cheese now. So they all have like the same, like, or not anymore because Chuck E. Cheese is dead, sorry. They all have like the same like creepy little eyes like this. That's my impression. That's cute, Elizabeth. Alright. I'm getting too excited. But we're at number 1. And if you know me, like, not even that closely, you know there's one thing that keeps me alive to this day. The Yeti. I love the Yeti from Expedition Everest. Okay, so the Yeti was created by John Rode, and it was the largest and most complex audio animatronic figure ever built by Walt Disney Engineering at the time. And you gotta keep in mind, this is 2006. Do you know how cool that is? Yeah, I don't, but I do. Anyway, it's 25 feet tall, and its skin measures 1,000 square feet. Bruh. So the ride opened in January 2006, and the Yeti operated in something called A mode, which I will now do a presentation of. I was literally gonna get up and like pretend to like, but then I was like, why wouldn't I just show a video of it? Why am I so stupid? So anyway, in April 2006, the Yeti starts to malfunction because of a split in his framing and is moved to B mode, because if they kept running it, it would like result in damage. And some people call B mode Disco Yeti because all it is the Yeti standing there and they like flash lights around it to kind of make it seem like it's moving. It doesn't look like it's moving. It looks stupid. And so like, I want it fixed. Everybody wants it fixed. But it probably won't be fixed for a long time because the problem is in the concrete of the Yeti's foundation, it didn't cure accurately, which is why it's split. And you have to remember, it's so big that you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get the Yeti. Anyway, my plans for the future are to buy him. So I'll be starting a GoFundMe to buy the Yeti. Feel free to donate. Just kidding. Unless. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, comment down below, leave a like in the description. I hope you're doing okay. Here's my cool posters. Yeah. Okay. Bye guys.